All right, y'all. We made it to the imperfect past tenses for the AR verb classes. Let's get to learning good. So, what is the imperfect past? The imperfect past has to do with actions that occurred habitually in the past and show no specific time duration, in addition to actions that continued until being interrupted. For example, I used to go out all the time. We were walking when you called us. They would go to the beach every summer. Now, let's go over the simple past tense endings, then the ones for the imperfect past. As you can see, constructing the imperfect past tense is actually relatively easy. Feel free to take your time and look over this chart until you feel ready to move on. Now let's look at mandar, conjugated in its simple past form, then its imperfect past form. So, yo mandé, tú mandaste, usted, él, ella mandó, nosotros, nosotras mandamos, ustedes mandaron, ellos, ellas mandaron. Now the imperfect conjugations. Yo mandaba, tú mandabas, usted, él, ella mandaba, nosotros, nosotras mandábamos, ustedes mandaban, ellos, ellas mandaban. Now, the simple past versus the imperfect past. The preterite shows completion and can have specific times and dates, while the imperfect past shows interrupted actions at the time something else was done and completed, things that were done habitually, and relies on broad and unspecified amounts of time. Now, let's look at some example sentences. They spoke yesterday. Ellos hablaron ayer. They were talking when he came back. Ellos estaban hablando cuando él volvió. Notice how the first one shows that the action was completed, while the second one shows the first subject of the sentence was interrupted by the action of the second subject, which was completed. Now let's look at two more example sentences. They lived in Colorado for a year. Ellos vivieron en Colorado por un año. They used to live in Colorado. Ellos vivían en Colorado. Notice how the first example has a specific time frame which shows completion, while the second implies they lived there, but with no specification of time to let you know how long they were there for. All right, y'all, that is it for this presentation. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all know the drill. We'll see each other again soon.